Imagine you're buying a sports car only to realize the gas costs 10 times more than the car itself. That is exactly what is happening right now with the enterprise AI adoption in 2026. Major companies are facing massive sticker shock. Take Uber, for example. They reportedly burned through their entire annual AI budget in just 4 months.
Uber blew through its full year AI coding budget in just 4 months, and now the company is raising that budget again, but with more conditions on who gets the biggest allowances. Now, I'm told that Uber's $1,500 monthly limit is only the base tier per tool, per employee, with separate caps for each approved coding product. And then higher tiers can reach into the six figures. Uber is tracking token quotas through employee dashboards.
The CEO of Palo Alto Networks recently warned that AI costs must drop by a staggering 90% for businesses to actually survive using it at scale.
For us to find the right balance from how enterprises adopt AI and how they're going to start betting the farm on AI evolution, we need to see the pricing for AI come down. I think the pricing today even makes it very hard for enterprises to take the bet. And we don't need friction introduced by model companies from a pricing perspective and a deployment perspective. I think 54% is a good start. I think we probably need another turn at it. But I think if we can get, token efficiency from where it has been to about 1/5 to 1/8, that's a good place to be in the next 12 months. And I expect by the next year, we need it to be about 1/10.
But before we dive into why it's so expensive, let's take a quick pause to explain what we are actually paying for. When you use AI, you don't pay per question, you pay per token. Think of a token as a small chunk of text, roughly three quarters of an English word. It is the basic currency of AI. You pay input tokens for the text you send to the AI, and you pay output tokens for the text the AI writes back to you. But here's the interesting part: the tokens the AI writes back to you usually cost 3 to 5 times more than the tokens you send it. Let's look under the hood to understand why. To understand the cost, you need to understand how an LLM or large language model, the massive AI brain behind these tools, actually process information. Every request goes through two distinct phases. Phase 1 is prefill. Prefill is simply the AI reading your prompt. Because you have already given it all the text, the AI can read and process every single word at the exact same time. This phase is what we call compute bound, meaning it is only limited by how fast the computer chip can do the heavy maths. While it reads, the AI creates a short term memory of your text. This short term memory is called the KV, key value cache. It stores context so the AI doesn't have to reread your prompt later. Phase 2 is decode. Decode is when the AI actually writes the answer. Unlike reading, the AI cannot write everything at once. It has to generate the answer strictly one token at a time. To guess the next word, it has to constantly fetch that KV cache memory we just talked about. Because it's constantly fetching massive amounts of data back and forth, this phase is memory bound, limited by how fast data moves, not how fast it does the math. This inefficiency is exactly why output tokens cost you 3 to 5 times more. So, what is making the meter spin out of control? There are three hidden traps. First, RAG or context plot. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. It's when you give the AI access to your private company documents so it can answer specific questions. It's incredibly useful, but it secretly adds thousands of tokens of background reading to every single prompt, artificially inflating your bill. Second is your reasoning tokens. Advanced models now think step by step before giving you an answer. These invisible thinking tokens are built at the highly expensive output rate. A complex question can burn thousands of hidden tokens before you even see the final answer. Third, agentic loops. An AI agent is a system that can operate autonomously, deciding what tools to use to finish a task without your help. But if an agent gets stuck in a loop, trying and failing, it will keep happily burning tokens until your budget is completely drained. Fortunately, you can stop bleeding cash. Here's the optimization playbook. Number one, model routing. This means dynamically picking the right AI for the right job. Stop sending simple formatting tasks to premium models. Route basic tasks to cheaper, smaller models. This alone can cut your costs by 60% to 90%. Number two is prompt caching. If you send the same long instructions to the AI thousands of times a day, prompt caching tells the AI to remember those instructions. You only pay for the massive block of text once, which can save up to 90% on your input tokens. Number three is outcome based pricing. Instead of paying per token, you can negotiate to pay only when the AI successfully completes a task. This shifts the financial risk away from you and onto the vendor. If this breakdown helped you make sense of the AI token crisis, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives. See you next time.